Hello and welcome to Realty Buzz, a show which gives you a detailed update of all that's important in the world of real estate sector. This is Mansi Dave and here I have got the set of real estate buzz for you. Here's why investing in new under construction homes is a better idea. Several home buyers who successfully invest in under construction properties and later moved into them vouch for such projects. We often hear radio advertisements of new launches real estate projects in and around city. A melodramatic voice recalls how his dream of owning a property in the city has come true through so-and-so developer who has launched the project at such affordable prices. But with every developer coming up with such projects, one often wonders if it is a wise idea to invest in an under construction flat. Well, it is no secret that home buyers can save up to 30% of the cost price of a property by investing at a pre-launch stage of a project. This is in fact the most popular mode of investment among Pune property buyers. Essentially, this is seen as a riskier method of property investment as one is investing in a product that is yet to be manufactured, said Arvind Jain, Managing Director of Pride Group. He added that several home buyers who successfully invested in under construction properties and later moved into them vouched for such projects. Though they technically exposed themselves to risk, they were confident of their developer. It is this confidence that he gives the buyers, not his land banks or bank balance. That is a developer's greatest asset. Buyers feel safe to invest in an under construction project by a reputed developer because they know that they will get a home that they paid for on time and with no unpleasant surprises, noted Jain. However, the catch here is to verify the credibility of the developer. Industry players have time and again emphasized on the need for cross-check of a developer's reputation in the market. If the name does not ring a bell, this does not mean that the developer cannot be trusted, but greater due diligence is definitely called for. And if the developer has not delivered a single project before this one needs to extremely be alert and look for other options. Also, a good developer ensures that the building erected is one of the best quality with a strong quality check mechanism in place. Their engineers will check and monitor every aspect of the construction process, including soil compactness, proper cement, sand ration, slump testing, drainage, engineering and earthquake resistance of the building. This ensures that the project will not suffer from construction-related defects in future. Choice-based remodeling aside, buyers will not have to pay for structural repairs in future, elaborated Jain. Well, even if the developer's reputation is not in question, one still needs to ask the right question and be aware of certain facts. For instance, it is important to know the actual completion and handover timelines. An acceptable window would be 1.5 to 2 years from the time of investment. One should also be clear about the actual size and layout of the flat one is buying and the facilities and amenities that will be included. All these will invariably be mentioned in the purchase agreement too. If one recollects, then several distressed home buyers who invested in projects launched by Unitech Group have complained of massive delays and deliveries. Besides these days and legalities of the ready-to-move-in flats is also questioned. Those who are averse to any kind of risk prefer to invest only in ready-to-move flats. However, in this day and age of illegally constructed buildings being identified and demolished by the authorities, even the supposedly risk-free route is turned into a nightmare for buyers. Evidently, the risk factor lies less in the stage of construction than in who is constructing, pointed out Jain. However, industry players, while advocating new projects, have cautioned home buyers from buying flats and projects launched by new developer who has no verifiable track record. Buyers should under no circumstances rely solely on the bank to do the necessary due diligence. They must establish the legal bona fides of the project at every level. This includes asking to see the sanction plan, commencement certificate, draft agreement and the title search report which proves the developer's free and legal ownership of the plot. On this, the project will be built. The agreement should also clearly mention the penalty on the developer if he fails to deliver on time or as per the project. Coming here, we'll take a short break. We'll be back soon. You stay tuned to SPIN TV. They registered FIRs and sealed buildings under DMC Act. At this stage, they can't back out. Hello and welcome back after the break. The next news on board says Delhi's CWG flats keep growing illegally. In one of the CWG apartment blocks, Narmada, people have erected structures on their balconies, joined two balconies and encroached upon common areas to build rooms. Not unlike other DDA colonies in the capital, Unauthorized construction is rampant in the newly constructed CWG flats at Vasant Kunj, but complainants are helpless as Delhi Development Authority and South Corporation are both passing the buck. Now both have approached Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung. In one of the CWG apartment block, Narmada, people have erected structures on their balconies. In some blocks, flat owners have extended balconies of 8-story buildings without any ground support. Last year, South Delhi Municipal Corporation filed 46 FIRs and sent notice to 121 houses for unauthorized construction in wake of directive by Jung. But now the corporation has initiated procedure to withdraw FIRs and notices. We initiate action following orders from the LG's office. It was later found that we can't prosecute them and DDA has not transferred the area to us, said an official from South Corporation. While DDA officials refute the corporation's claim, the landowning agency has written to Jung apprising him on the ground situation. DDA officials say the land on which flats have been constructed was never declared a development area. DDA can carry out development work only in the areas notified thus by the government. For Commonwealth Games 2010, DDA started construction without it being notified. Since these pockets aren't on development area, the local body is responsible for taking actions against unauthorized construction, said a DDA official. It's strange that both agencies are refusing to own responsibility. Instead of stopping the ongoing activity, they are busy playing the blame game. People have encroached upon common areas. DDA officials also claim that the corporation has sanctioned plans for addition and alteration in several flats. They registered FIRs and sealed buildings under DMC Act. At this stage, they can't back out. It's the corporation's responsibility to control unauthorized buildings, said a DDA official. The corporation too has written to the LG. It can't take action as the pockets haven't been handed over. Moreover, DDA is still doing development work in the area, said Mukesh Yadav, Director, Press and Information, South Corporation. Meanwhile, residents have been complaining of poor maintenance. The underground parking lot in some blocks, including Narmada, is yet to be handed over to residents. It has been 5 years, but people have still not got possession of the parking lot. Maintenance of the complex is with DDA, for which it had taken rupees 22 crore from each block. They are not even offering basic services. In one of the CWG apartment blocks, people have erected structures on their balconies, joined 2 balconies and encroach upon common areas to build rooms. Coming on to the next story. UK property and house builder shares rise after BOE data. House builder Taylor Wimpey rose 1.7%, making it one of the best performers on the blue chip FTSE 100 index. Rival house builders Persimmon and Bharat Developments also advanced 0.4 to 0.6%. Shares in British householding and house building and property stock rose after only one of the Bank of England's top policymakers voted to start raising interest rates. Shares in estate agency Foxtons has been in negative territory before the Bank of England's release, before turning positive to stand 0.3% higher. Well, property website group Zoopla also climbed by 0.8%. If a McCafferty wanted to raise borrowing cost at the bank's August meeting, resulting in an 8-to-1 vote to favor of keeping rates at their record low by 0.5%, the BEO said. Most economists taking part in the Reuters poll had expected 2 members of the Monetary Policy Committee to vote for the rate hike. Some had expected 3. On this note, it's a wraparound for this episode of Realty Buzz. Keep sending in your suggestions at contact us at optimistmedia.com, or you can call us on 91 922 92288 or 1800 3000 5191. I'll be back with more news and updates. Till then, goodbye, take care and keep watching SPIN TV.